Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to the video in which we are going to discuss your chapter number 6. As you know, the topic of chapter number 6 is Formulae in MS Excel 2007. Yes, on previous week also I made a video regarding the same, and in that video we have learned about the introductory part. We have learned about how we are going to apply formula in MS Excel. You can see the topics over here, they are written. So the introduction we have learned already, applying formula in MS Excel also we have learned, and regarding these operators also we have learned, right? Now you see over here till page number 52. Till page number 52 logical operators we have studied, right? Now we are going to start from your rules for writing simple formulas, right? So on the previous week also, when we were learning about the same, I told you about one thing, that whenever you are going to write down any formula in your MS Excel, then firstly you have to write down this equal to sign. Okay, so the first rule is same. You see over here, each formula in Excel must begin with an equal to sign. Okay, so every time you have to write down equal to sign at the first position. Now see the second one, arithmetic operators should be used to operate on numbers or data. Now arithmetic operators we have learned already. Now let us have a quick view. See over here. These are your arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and all those things. Okay, so you can apply all these arithmetic operators on your numbers or data to perform a specific operation. Fine, it depends upon what kind of procedure you want to follow. If you want to add two numbers, then go for the addition. If you want the product of two numbers, then go for the multiplication, and so on. Okay. The third one is the cell address can also be a form of data. Now you see, either you can write down equal to 10 plus 20, okay, or you can refer to the cell address likewise B3 plus C4. Okay, so this is also valid and this is also completely valid. Now what will happen when you will give this kind of data in your formula? So see, it will refer to B3, right? A cell B3. Now a cell contains a data, let us suppose it contains 30 for now. Okay, and C4 is also a cell which contains data as 40. So this formula is going to extract the value of this B3 and this C4. The value of B3 is 30, the value of C4 is 40. So it is going to add on two values and give you the appropriate result. So you will be getting 70 as your result. Okay, this is how your cell address is, the formula on your cell address is going to be performed. Okay, so we are having only three simple rules. You have to learn them by heart. They are very important. Okay, now you see examples we are having of some valid functions, right? So first one you see equal to 17 plus 24 into 6. It is completely valid. The second one, over here we are using the cell address and 20 is your number. So you can do certain things like this कि आपने एक आपका cell address you have used and the secondly you have used a number. Okay, thirdly you see in this example you have used both of the cell addresses, so this is also completely valid, and over here also one cell address and one your number. Okay, so all these four examples are valid, right? Now you see, do you know portion? I told you every time whenever you are learning any chapter and you will be having do you know portion, so every time you just note it over here somewhere or you mark it somewhere. Fine, these are very important. Now you see, each formula in MS Excel should start with an equal sign. Already we have learned many times, right? There should be no space before the equal to sign. So it should not happen that firstly you apply a space and then afterwards you are going to give the equal to sign. It is not valid. Okay, at the first position you need to write down the equal to sign. Only then your formula is going to be a valid one. Okay, so you keep that thing in mind. Now we are having some error results. Okay, fine. We are going to use some formulas. Now, what happens if we have written a wrong formula, or what happens if we have written a wrong value? Then we will be getting certain errors. Okay, now over here we are having four commonly seen errors over here. See, the first one is a hash, 4 times hash. Now, when we are going to see this kind of error, when the column is not wide enough, it means you are having this column. Okay, now you have written something like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now the wideness allows only 5 digits to be written over here, right? But if you have written 6 also, then ये आपका number exceeds the cell limit, right? So in this case what happens कि इस cell में numbers को change कर देता है this hash sign. Okay, so at that time you will be getting 4 hash sign over here when the column is not wide enough to hold the data. Okay, then you will be getting 4 hashtag signs. See the second one, divide by 0. Now, as the name suggests, you will be getting this error if you have divided something by 0, because you know something, if you divide it by 0, then it will become infinity, right? And this infinity, we are not having any value of this infinity, so that is why division divide by 0 is going to give you an error. Fine. Third one, you see value, right? An invalid operation is applied in the formula. So when you have written some syntax, you have made a mistake in the syntax, then you will be getting this kind of error. Okay, or you can say if you have written something like b3 plus 12, and in the cell b3 you are not having anything. Okay, it is blank. So at that time you will be getting this kind of error. Fine. So when you are applying an invalid operation, then you will be getting value exclamation mark kind of error. Now see the fourth and the last error, that is NA. This error denotes what? Your data and information is not available. Means to say, from where you want to pick the data at the source position, your data and information is not available. Okay, so these are the four commonly seen errors in your MS Excel that you may encounter. Okay, so this topic is also very important, error results. Now proceeding furthermore, we are having operator presidency. Now you see, operator presidency means what? Operators we have learned previously also. I told you about it. Three types of operators we are having: arithmetic operator, logical operator, and we were having relational operator. Right? So what will happen if in an expression you are having more than one kind of error? Sorry, one kind of operator. Right? So there should be a rule that defines which operator is going to be evaluated first, and after that which one is going to be evaluated. Likewise, when you are doing your mathematics na, at that time you were following BODMAS rule. You remember, you are following what? This BODMAS rule, right? So this BODMAS states what? That you are having some kind of rules to solve your mathematical expressions, right? Over here also, when you are dealing with your computer programming or you are dealing with MS Excel, then we are having the presidency. Presidency means कौन सा ऑपरेटर सबसे पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा, कौन सा ऑपरेटर किसके बाद एग्जीक्यूट होगा. Okay, that is the meaning of presidency. Now you see, in MS Excel numerical formula, output of the formula is calculated on the basis of order of presidency of mathematical operator. Right. So this is a sequence in which your operators are going to be evaluated. Firstly, bracket you are going to solve, then exponent. Exponent means power. Likewise, if you have written 8 exponent 2, it means you are going to calculate 8 square and output will be 64. Okay, multiplication, division. Now if in an expression multiplication division दोनों आ जाते हैं, then you will go on from left to right. Left to right से सबसे पहले आपको जो भी मिल जाएगा आप उसको solve कर दोगे. Okay, the same thing will go for addition and subtraction as well. So these are the six examples, those are given in your book. So what you need to do example number 1, I'm going to tell you that how you have to write down, but all these examples you have to write down in your copy. Okay, now you see how you are supposed to write down. First question is 7 plus 6 into 2. Now, firstly, you are going to evaluate this multiplication. Na? So, you will do 7 plus 6 into 2, 12. And then afterwards, addition you will do. So, you will be getting 19 as an answer. So, you have to write down all these steps in which you have calculated the answer and check your results with these ones. Okay, so in your copy, all these 6 portions you have to complete it by yourself. And see the next page. On page number 54, again we are having this practice time, so the practice time also you have to complete. Okay, 4 questions we are having in practice time and 6 questions we are having in your example. So at a total 10 questions we are having. So these 10 questions you please try to do it in your copy as soon as possible. Fine. Now see, we are having the next topic is copying formula. Now, if we have written one formula in a cell and if we want to copy that formula, then how we are going to do these parts? Fine. So for that kind of purpose, simple 3 steps we need to follow. See step number 1. Type the formula in the first cell and press enter key. So firstly you need to select a cell, you need to type a valid formula over there, and then you need to hit your enter key. Okay, this is the step number 1. Now step number 2 is what? Step number 2, put the mouse pointer on the corner of the cell containing formula to the cell pointer handle. Now let us suppose this is your cell in which you have written the formula. Now what you have to do, you just have to take your mouse over here at this portion. Now as soon as you bring your mouse over here, the cursor will change to this plus sign. Okay, so this plus sign is known as your file handle. Okay, not file, fill handle, sorry. Okay, over here it is written fill handle. Now step number 3 is what? Click and drag the fill handle using left button to the end of the list. Now you have to just you have to click this thing with the help of your mouse and you have to drag it downwards up till when you want to copy the formula. Okay, जब तक आपको copy formula करना होगा तब तक आप उसको drag करोगे, and when you are done with the limitation then you can leave this thing as well. Okay, a dotted line that appears display the selected cell. Now when you are moving, when you are scrolling this thing downwards now, then you will be able to see these dotted lines. Okay, so they will denote that in how many cells you want to apply the formula. Okay, so at a total we are having these 3 simple steps for copying out your formula. Now the next topic we are having is a statistical function. Okay, so from a statistical function we are going to continue with our next video. So hopefully you understood all the above parts. Now for the time being, you please try to do all those 10 questions by yourself, and please try to do it hierarchically. The way that I did the first question, at the same way you try to do all the 6 questions, and in the next turn I will tell you about the 4 questions that practice problems, right? But firstly you try those by your on your own, and you check the answers with mine afterwards. Okay, in case of any doubt, feel free to write down in the comment section area. Fine. So this is for this video. Thank you so much.